Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're going to be talking more about Dragalia Lost, specifically about the dragons in the game. Now when it comes to Dragalia Lost, its main focus, like its center point to this game, is the fact that you can collect dragons and then shapeshift into those dragons as you're playing through the campaign, the story, all that fun stuff. And that's kind of the most information that we know about this system. Now we do know, like, as you're going along and as you're playing the game, you can collect these crystals, these energy crystals, to power up your dragon meter, and once it reaches a certain threshold, you can then transform into your dragon, increasing your attack, defense, just all around giving yourself a really powerful boost that you can use to just destroy your enemies. And then the only other information we really have on them is that there is a star rating system for the dragons, and that you can collect them through the summoning gacha system. However, in today's video, I actually want to go through and talk about some of the other little bits of information I've been able to scavenge around the internet. In fact, I want to give a big thank you to the Reddit forums for Dragalia Lost, because a lot of those guys have done an absolute fantastic job at gathering this information and putting it on there, and that's where I was able to get a lot of these screenshots as well as a lot of the tidbits of info that I'm going to share with you guys in this video. So let's first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the castle system. You can see right here, I've brought up, this is what the castle system will look once you get into the game. The castle grounds is the Halidom. That's where you can go and you can build different structures and stuff to be able to give a boost to your entire account. But what we're going to specifically focus on is, it says the Dragon's Roost. Now if we go ahead and look at the next little screenshot I'm going to post on the screen, you can see that that is Midgard Sormer, and you can see on the bottom it looks like you can actually give gifts to your dragon and essentially increase the bond that you have with them. Now up at the top, I think you can see how it says 260 overall points towards the bond that you have with your dragon. I believe the higher that is, it has to deal with the overall star rating for that dragon. The other thing I want to point out too is, as you give them some of these gifts, you can get free ones every day, or you can spend your rupees to get other ones. There is a limit on it. You can only do this a certain amount of time per day, so you're most likely going to want to go and probably purchase the most expensive ones to be able to increase your bond with your dragon. However, you're probably not going to want to use all of your rupees towards some of your weaker dragons. I would probably, and I can't say this for sure until we actually get into the game, but you'd probably want to save a lot of this stuff for some of the higher ranked dragons. But as you increase your bond with your dragon, your shape-shifting time gets extended. That's about all the info I can see on that part. It doesn't really tell us if it increases the stats and overall power of your dragon. That's probably going to come through leveling up, ranking up through the star system. Who knows? Now the other thing I want to talk about too is, even though they're called dragons, there's a lot of different ones that you can summon in this game that don't look like dragons. You can see this is the Phoenix one. There's also some other ones that look more like drakes, look more like imps. There's a lot of different creatures in this game that we're going to be able to gather to be able to summon up, and I'll show a lot of those on the screen as well. Now we do have some information on the legendary ones. There's 5 legendary ones, each pertaining to one of the elements, that are each going to be most likely the 5-star dragons that you can summon. However, there are other dragons that are 5 stars in this game that I wanted to share with you guys. So there are going to be other powerful legendary dragons that you can obtain. Now, some of the other things I want to talk about before we end this video is, as you give gifts to your dragon, you're most likely going to get daily rewards from those dragons. You can see right here on the screen, this is your dragon thank you. You have received a thank you for the gift you gave to Fubuki, which is a dragon most likely on the screen, which you can't see, it's probably a smaller dragon, but you're going to want to give these gifts to your dragons in order to make the shape-shifting time extend. But it looks like the better you treat your dragon, probably the better gifts that you get. Now, we don't know, as of right now, if you go into the Dragon Roost, if you're only allowed to have a certain amount of dragons at a time. Within the Dragon's Roost, you could probably have some set to the side, but for your main team, you can have some dragons, you know, that you're leveling up, that you're trying to create a more powerful pact, a more powerful bond with. If those are the only dragons that are going to be giving you gifts, or can you literally just give gifts to all of your dragons, and then when you log in, all of your dragons give gifts back? I don't think that's going to be the case. Honestly, I think what's going to happen is you're going to have like your dragons that are connected to your characters at the time. You can put them into the Dragon's Roost to increase your bond with that dragon, and then the dragons that are within the roost themselves will give you these daily bonds, so, or these daily gifts. So this was just kind of a smaller video that I wanted to share with you guys to kind of talk about the dragon system. It's going to be one of the more interesting systems in the game, and I'm actually really excited to see some of the other dragons or creatures that we can obtain in the game to be able to transform into, because I like the fact that they're not necessarily all just going to be dragon-ish creatures, but that we've got these phoenix creatures, these imp ones and stuff. I think it's really interesting. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Dragalia Lost gameplay footage coming in the future. See you, my friends.